In this video, I'm going to tell you 6 reasons why I quit medicine. Hi, my name is Sital. I'm a medical doctor who quit medicine just recently, and in this video I'm going to tell you 6 reasons why. If you're new to my channel, then welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. I love creativity. I have a flair for creativity and I have a thirst for knowledge. If you're interested to follow me on my journey or my quest of personal discovery and self-growth, then do hit the subscribe button below. I would appreciate it if you also hit the like button if you found this video useful. And without wasting more time, let's get on with today's video. Now, before we go on to the reasons, let me tell you at least what kind of doctor I am, just give you a little bit of an intro. I'm a medical doctor. I graduated years ago from Indonesia. I spent 1.5 years doing like the world's best internship there. That it was such a good experience. And then I went on to work in Malaysia just over a year and then moved to Australia with my husband. Now, before I moved to Australia, I had plans on going to the US. So I had done the US MLEs and I was planning to go there, but honestly, I don't think I had the guts to do it. The fact that I had to go there without a job and then find like a waitressing job or something to keep my head above the water was just not something I was used to, and it was too scary. So instead, I looked at ways to move to Australia to pursue medicine. But really, I just don't think I actually knew what I really wanted. So today, I'm going to tell you all the 6 reasons why I quit medicine. Reason number 1, there are very few spots in the training program where I am in Western Australia in public health medicine, and there are more doctors with a master's degree in public health medicine. The school has urged me, the Royal Australian College of Physicians, have urged me to move to the eastern states where it's easy to get a spot to train. And frankly, it's just not easy to pick and leave when you have a family. My husband has, he's a general practitioner who has his business well established here in Australia, and I just can't pick and leave. And reason number 2 is that the public health medicine training course itself requires extensive travel within Australia. Now, that is something I would love to do on my own, but again, my husband with the established business in WA, and then my kids, to drag them with me. I have a 4-year-old and a 6-year-old daughter, and to drag them with me around Australia just is not something that I can do. And I can't really just leave them here in WA as well and then just leave and do my thing, because it's a young family. They need a lot of love. I have a beautiful husband and 2 beautiful children, and they need me to be there with them. Also, it's kind of not easy to leave my husband here with the kids and then just go off, because then we don't have an extended family here, which means he will have to do almost everything for the kids, which is, getting them up in the morning, making their breakfast, making their lunches, packing their lunch boxes for school, then getting them ready for school, and then dropping them off at school, and then heading off to his work, his practice, and the kids having to attend after school care, and which means they have to be at school from 9 in the morning or 8:30 in the morning until 5:30 or 6 p.m. when he picks them up, which means they've been in school as long as he's been at work, and then they get really cranky and he has to take these 2 cranky kids home really quickly, get dinner ready, get them fed, bathe them, get them to bed with reading a book, mind you, and then he finally has to clean up all that mess he made from dinner, and then he will just crash probably on the couch, being really tired, handling all of that by himself, and which means the kids would have not unpacked their bags, would have not done their homework, would have not practiced music, and would have missed out a lot on school, even though ironically they spend a hell lot of time in school, if that makes any sense. So yeah, let me know in the comments below if you relate to any of these reasons, having not working or quit your job because of any of these reasons. And if you did like this video so far, do hit the like button. Let's get on to reason number 4. Nothing else appealed to me. Like, I tried everything else. I tried all the other specialty. I worked a little while in those specialties and they just didn't appeal to me. Like, they just didn't feel like it was something I could do for the rest of my life, or for at this moment for a few years, because there's a lot of work that goes into when you get into a training program and you start training to become a specialist. There's a lot of work that goes into it. So when you go into it, it's something that you really have to think about. Like, is this something that you want to do for a long time going forward? Like, is this what you want to do? And I just, nothing else really sparked. So why go back to work full time? And now coming to reason number 5. I'm not really sure why I got into medicine in the first place. Yeah. that. Why? I know there's a lot of work involved, but did I really want to save people? Don't think so. I think the reason I got into it was because I was working as a research assistant. My first degree is in biotechnology, and I was working as a research assistant in a lab in a hospital, and I see these doctors coming in and out giving me samples to stain and stuff like that, and working side by side with them, I always had like 1,000 questions for them. Like, when this guy comes, I'm going to ask him about this sample and that sample, blah blah blah, and they always tried to answer me, but there were a lot of I'm not sure, I'm not them. I was like, what? These people are doctors, they're meant to know this stuff. I want to know this stuff. What the hell do they know that I don't know? So I had this continuous thirst for knowledge. So I made it a point to, I spoke to my mom, and she was like, if you think you want to do it, then go for it. So I made it a point when I got to med school that I was going to do this really, really well. So when I got to med school, I remember like I was studying a lot, but I wasn't studying because I was competing with anybody or trying to chase something. I was just studying because I was so interested that I would just wanted to know everything right away. I remember spending 45 minutes looking at the anatomy of the heart, and after 45 minutes I got like this aha moment, and that's when I realized I will never ever forget the structure of the heart or the vessels and things like that come into it. Like, all of a sudden understanding the human anatomy just became so easy. It was my aha moment. It was like the best 45 minutes I ever spent studying. Not to say that I didn't struggle a lot with studies. I did struggle a lot as time, progressed through med school, but I always had really good scores because medicine was not something I studied just because I wanted to get through med school. It's something that I was really interested in. But then when I, started working and everything, it's not the same as just studying medicine. Working is a whole lot different. Which brings me to reason number 6, and the last reason that I quit medicine is that I don't know if I could do one thing for the rest of my life. Like, if I think about it, I still have so many more years to this life, and there's so many things out there that I want to do, and a lot of people go like, yeah, once I've specialized I will do that. But then once you've specialized, you still got to keep working to keep your registration going, so you have to like at least work part-time. So while you're working part-time, you could probably venture into all these other things. But truthfully speaking, I've tried working part-time. You will not venture into these other things because during that time you'll be really tired, and that time when you have time off, you'll be like, I need to spend time with my family, I need to get things done for my family, my kids have homework, and just time goes by so quickly. I just didn't find the time to do any of those other things that I wanted. So this year in April, I quit my job because of COVID. I had to, figure out a way to homeschool the kids because we have no extended family here in Australia. So I had to do it myself. And I've had phone calls from the hospitals to come back and work because they are so desperate, and I'm so sorry, I understand the hospitals are desperate, but I just can't go back at this stage. And it's nothing to do with that I'm scared of COVID or I'm scared that of the workload or things like that. It's just I'm consciously taking this time off to think about what I want to do. So the one thing that I can think of that I really want to do is go live on YouTube, do this YouTube thing, make this YouTube thing work. Now, how much this YouTube thing is going to work for me or in my favor, I have no idea. I at first started like, okay, let's just go and see where it goes. But in October, I was like, no, I'm not doing. Let's see where it goes. Let's see how it goes. In October, I took a course on how to make my YouTube channel grow, and I am thankfully happy that it's been growing quite a bit. And I want to continue because I'm going to do it right, and I'm going to do it fast forward and make sure that this works. And in the meantime, I'm learning to discover myself. I have started meditation a whole lot. I exercise a whole lot. I'm trying to build muscles, and I'm very excited for the future life because at least now I know if I just drop dead somewhere, and the people that love me will know that she didn't just do one job in and out. She did so many things. Everything that her heart desired, she did. I want to be that person that does everything that my heart desires without limiting myself to just one thing, because the world is so big and I'm this little fish in this big sea of ocean, and I just want to try out every single thing. If you did enjoy this video, do hit the like button below. If you learned something new, do share it with your friends and family. And if you'd like to follow me more on my journey, do hit the subscribe button below. I would love for you to follow me, and we can build a little community on this channel. Until then, I'll see you again next week. Thank you so much for stopping by.